Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As you can tell by the title of today's video, we're here to talk about how your guard being able to drive may open up a whole lot of different avenues to your offense, and I want to detail that. Now, what you're going to see in this game is both guards have an inside big man, but the threat of the three-point shot is so big that sometimes you need to be able to drive. So I'm going to go ahead and detail this. As you can see, they got a pretty meta lineup. It's the playmaking shot creator point guard 99 with a glass lock 99 center. But ours is very different. This is a very original lineup. So I have an undersized inside big man finisher. It's a small forward, but I consider it a big man. Cook is on the offensive threat point guard 99 overall. The slash sharp BP build, as a lot of people like to call it. Also, shout out to BP too. I've been following that man since the 2K19 2K League, and he's been killing it in that stuff too. And I already knew that dude was crazy with the sticks and stuff too, but he just finally is getting his props in the community as well. So it's cool to see that. But anyway, regardless, you're gonna see we come out here. This is a struggle game. First of all, I want to explain that this first game we end up coming back in. They come around twice. We got 2 gameplays. We win both times, obviously, as you can tell by the fact that I'm making the video on it. Honestly, and give your guys' opinion on whether or not you feel like it's cool as a content creator to make videos of you losing. I feel like for the most part that should be a given that I win the game if I make the video on it. But it'd be also kind of cool if that weren't the case. So just let me know how you guys feel about that. It's a cool little topic for the comment kind of algorithm helper. But anyway, as you can see, these guys, like I said, they're offensive point guard. His threat of just like the 3-point shot in the mid-range is forcing me to step out quite a bit. The big man realizes it. He's taking all these pick and rolls and slips. So this is a tough thing to guard. Both offenses are really tough to guard in my opinion. You have one that's so built on the point guard, and then the other one that it involves me and Cook, but also my speed is what features into Cook's driving capabilities. You'll see a lot of this stuff kind of unravel as the gameplay moves along. Anyway, as you can see, like I said, this point guard is taking all the drives that he can, and for you to be able to do that is big time. Again, he gets the cut, another dunk. Like, bro, it's just, to some extent you would think we're doing the wrong thing, but when you guys have seen in the stage 2v2 or even 3v3, the fact that all these guards are so crazy at getting open from 3, and it requires 2 guys' attention, so a lot of times you're giving up a lane to the hoop. As you can see, we keep on just accidentally giving up lanes to the hoop, and I swear to you, this was not the game plan. Obviously, nobody just says give up free 2s on the 2v2 court. It don't work like that. It's just I'm trying to help on the 3s because this dude's clearly going to be about this stuff. I mean, you can see he's going to get open so much. At this point, you see I'm playing backside more, but now if I don't step up to that mid-range, then I'm screwed. Me stepping out a little bit but not committing either way gave up an easy board as well. It's just a tough thing. Again, you're going to see this dude's speed is just insane, and it's tough to figure out. Now, you're going to go ahead and see what happens with our lineup though. And again, I get a contest, but what good is it if they're just going to get the free board? And then he could have gone up, but if Cook's down there, then obviously that means his guard is open. You're going to see our offense though. I want to explain. This is obviously a really good offense and a lot of strategy to it, where, you know, it's got a crazy shooter and an inside big man. And you see this one's just tough. There's nothing you can do about that. But you're going to see our offense as well is just insane too. So honestly, bro, it's crazy because these dudes got to 19 points and still managed to like lose somehow. Now you see Cook gets a crazy, that was a very big steal. With shot creator takeover, it would have been very tough for us to make anything happen there. So you're gonna see we're struggling right now. We can't get anything open. Honestly, the slasher bailout is legit too. I mean, the fact of like what it does for you is just, it's pretty crazy. Now I am gonna make a video pretty soon talking about rebound chaser and how it's not necessary. I feel like those were a couple bad situations and instances where it's a bad example of how, like this game, I feel like this game has been a bad rebounding example. I've been in bad positions quite a bit and the ball bounce has been a little off, and I feel like these would have happened regardless. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys that I am still going to make that video most likely. But yo, you see this dude's mid-range, and me and Cook have been talking about this. If Cook could develop something like this, it'd be so unguardable what we do, because this dude's mid-range is so ridiculous, bro. Like the fact that this is the perfect coexistence of playing with an inside big is having a great mid-range game, because it'll force me to step out into situations where it's tough to do that because I'll give up free 2s a lot. But with shot creator takeover, and if they can just hit all their off dribble middies, me not helping equals a free 2 as well. So anyway, it's 19-3 right now. As soon as this takeover goes out, boom, poke. Okay, so now we got to make things happen. All right, like it's our last breath. I mean, if we give them the ball back, it's clearly not gonna be that hard for them to get 2 points. Again, now there's where you see Cook and his driving ability, he has 85, I think maybe even 86 or 87 driving dunk. Regardless, enough for contact dunks, all right? And that's the key, because your comfortability of going into the paint like that when you have contact dunks is massive, especially if you have slash takeover. Obviously, as you guys know, I mean, it don't matter what height you are or what your build is, you will have some supreme confidence of going into the hoop with slash takeover. Now, you're gonna see, this is where the slash bailout is for real. I mean, you see, we're down to 2 seconds on the shot clock. Cook just throws a flashy pass to me for like takeover purposes, and I just hop dunk in at him. Forget about a pure rim. who needs that stuff? But anyway, regardless, you see this dude's kind of shook on the lob cheese. Yes, we do run this, obviously, but anyway, you're gonna see he's shading. He's giving him the drive. So what does it do? And I'm gonna go ahead and break this down. So the guard is shading Cook. He's giving him the drive. So we establish when that happens and he takes it, right? Like, obviously this is like a very easy time to just get the drive. He's like just playing the 3-point line. So anyway, he gets the drive. Boom, big man has to step up, right? So now when I realize that, and Cook can move to the mid-range slash drive himself to kind of give himself up as a threat to this big man, he has to like step up and get to that. But my dude as a lob threat is just, I would say it's like uncompared. I got Hall of Fame brick wall with Hall of Fame Lob City, you know, finisher with. It's just a crazy combo, and I never realized that having somebody who can drive like this. You get, again, you see he's giving up drive again. Big man has to help. I get the lob. It's simple as that. So the whole point that I'm talking about is a lot of times when you see these offensive threats, or even just playmaking shot creators, it's a lot of just play behind them. Don't give up threes. Allow your big man to play like the, you know, play the help D and just hope that they miss long range contested mid ranges and stuff like that. You see Cook with a really good jumper right there, gets the green on the 20%. Bro, this build is legit, dude. I was so doubting it. I'm gonna give you guys an example of what I'm talking about here. So again, now you see, and sorry, I'll get to that example real soon, but you see the lob threat that my player is and what it does. So as soon as Cook gets past him, as you can see, I already know he's got drive right here. So if I'm on the pop, right, and the big man does not care to guard me, what does this turn into? It turns into the big man just not guarding me. He's got an easy defense on Cook's drive. So it's simple as that. But you see the lob threat that I am, it makes him have to go body me up because he knows that I'm going to be able to get that. It's honestly, I love to see this because this is what happens in real life quite a bit, where the big man on the backside when having to help on the screen, he needs mobility, he needs to be able to protect the rim, and while this guy, his build obviously is built to protect the rim, the mobility and agility, I'm not obviously trying to rhyme, I promise, but the mobility and like evasiveness is so key to being able to pick up two guys. Again, you see this guard is giving up drive, and now I don't get to the hoop right here, and you can see that's why this big man was so comfortable getting, like, you know, doing that help defense, because I'm not down there for a lob threat. Now you can see the hop bailouts. It's simple as that. Now I will say, I did basically sell this part of the gameplay. I actually was tweaking a little bit, but you see the adjustment we make where they're helping off Cook quite a bit. So long story short, it took a minute for all this to happen. So I'm coming out here on the triple threat. I'm looking to do the hop. The guard helps off the corner. I honestly probably throw a Stevie right there. If he could have probably got the passing lane. Now you're gonna see me do the exact same thing. I'll just make some fast forwards here too. It's not something too impressive. So you're gonna see I'm out here just telling myself, okay, I'm going for contact dunk here. Now this guard helps off him. And honestly, that's a tough thing about it too, is like, but yo, you see Cook with the massive steal. Now, I'm not afraid of this, all right? I know how to approach this now. I'm telling Cook, go corner, and then boom, I'm gonna just fake it in like I'm trying to, you know, dunk on him again. This guard is helping too much. Boom, helps off Cook. Green for game. Beautiful game. We both go 5 for 7. Great defense as well, I must say. And the aspect to it is so massive. Now, you can see we're gonna run a second game here, and they come back around, and I'm just gonna go ahead and just skip all the intros. You guys already know what we're playing against. You know, finisher and offensive threat on the offense, and then we have the playmaking shot creator and the glass cleaner on the other team. So anyway, we'll just move along with this. You can see we're inbound cheesing off the top. Listen, like I said, I have no problem doing this after what I've seen from other people. Like, bro, you guys want to talk about cheese? Man, you ought to see what two centers looks like. It's just, I used to think like, oh, that ain't no problem. Like, who cares? Neither of them can shoot. Bro, listen, a pure stretch big, like a 7 foot something pure stretch big. Also, you see Cook with a crazy poster dunk off this like pure rim just sitting in the paint, bro. It's you love to see it. You love to see these pure rims get exposed. But anyway, no, my whole point is, bro, when you have one of these like pure rims or finisher rim protectors, like a bigger, like a huge version of mine, 7'3", and then you have a pure stretch at the 1, bro. You guys, I don't think people understand how you can really just play sides defense on everything, and it's tough to like truly beat people with slips. 21 points of a game. You see big man helping up quite a bit though, but it's tough to beat people 21 points in a game off just slips, because you can get a lot of passing lanes. It's tough to just stop and shoot at any given moment, stuff like that. And bro, for a guard to be able to try to contest a post fade from super close range too, if you've ever seen this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can see I hit him with the fake pass though, but bro, like those super close range post fades are literally uncontestable. All you can do is have the help defender block it, but if I jump out on a help defense from the guy who's just sitting down there for the rebound, bro, it's like that's just a free board. So I don't know, it's a tough combination. Again, now to break all this down again, because I would love to just explain why this lineup works like this does. You see Cook's 3-point threat is just too much for this guy. He's trailing him. He gives up the drive, and then me being the lob threat again. Like, I want to explain. When Cook made this build, I was a little disappointed. I was like, bro, I'm not playing with no slasher. You already know, like, I need the offensive, you know what I mean. I need the play sharps or a pure sharp or something like that to work with to complement my trying to get to the hoop. But what I failed to realize is when people play that behind defense and lead them right to the center, because I can't shoot, it makes it tough. And you see I'm here for the board. That's another perk to this as well, but Cook misses this as well. But that's another perk to the whole, like, you know, inside big man life is whenever I would think like, oh, I need to play with pure sharps, I need to play with play sharps, I need something that complements my inside game very well with their 3-point game. And again, I always thought that I needed somebody who didn't look to slash at all. But the fact of the matter is, when people lead them into the paint and lead them right to the pure rim on their team, it's impossible for pure sharps or play sharps or even like two-way sharps to finish at the hoop like that, because those dudes are just like heat-seeking missiles for the blocks. Obviously, that's what they're always going to try to do. So my mobility is a big thing to keep in mind as well, not only for defense, as you can see right there, but and you can see this dude was going nuts this game. Keep in mind, like, when this dude gets takeover as well. But anyway, mobility on offense is a big thing as well, because what I'll see a lot of people do this, but with a pure rim who's just camping paint, they don't have the mobility to go from screens to like paint as well. Again, you see this dude driving like crazy because I'm playing high on the hedge, but you'll see kind of what I'm talking about, how I can go from screening to turning into a paint camper, basically all in one motion, where these bigs, they can't really go from setting picks to getting to the paint soon enough with their guard. Like, my example is that I am basically as fast as my point guard. So when I see that he has drive available, I can get to the hoop really quickly as well. These bigs, it's tough for them to do the same thing that I'd be doing. So you can see we're struggling right here. Cook comes back out, resets for the pick and roll. Now he gives up drive again. He helps out too high. The mobility and agility, you know, that's going to become a motto, just mobility and agility. But the mobility and agility of this big man, it's tough for him to deal with because he can't twist enough. He can't recover. You can see again, I'm just cheesing this dude with the listen. I hate to do it, but it's there. All right, I hate to do it, but the opportunity presents itself when one of these gigantic pure rims is on the court. So again, you see this dude helping off a little bit. I try to take my opportunity at getting the drive a little bit. You can see the point guard, Cook was thinking the point guard was giving up drive. I'm glad Cook didn't go up with that. It's a lot of read and react with this offense. I'll say that. You need a point guard who's very instinctive and very capable of making adjustments on the fly. A lot of people would think like slashers, anything to do with going to the hoop, is just paint mashing, doesn't take skill. With this lineup, it's beautiful because you can capitalize the ability of slashing, but like in the right aspects. Now, Cook wasn't shooting that great this game. I will say he is very capable of it. This game, I think he was 1 for 3 or something like that. Yeah, 1 for 3 at the moment from 3. But again, even if you're struggling too as far as shooting, I mean, the fact that you have slash takeover and you can build that up, it's pretty impressive. Now, you're gonna see they start making a little brigade on this. This point guard is legit. I don't really know who he is, but bro, like, I think his name IQ Unguardable. Okay, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I've seen that name before too, but it might. I might be thinking of somebody else, but you're gonna see. So I step out here, right, and then boom, they run this rescreen. We're like, okay, switch it back, and then I'm like up here again. I'm like, oh my god, this dude's moving so quick. They get the O board, kick it back out to him. Now Cook's back up, but then it's like, oh, he pursues too high, and then I'm back up. It's like, bro, oh my god, this dude is literally like forcing us to switch every like half a second. We literally switched like 6 times in 4 seconds right there. This is tough to deal with when dudes be moving this quick, bro. But anyway, as you can see, again, he goes crazy off this, but I step up super high with that one. Cook with the great box out on the pure rim, or pure glass, whatever you want to call him. He has rim takeover, but obviously, as we know, pure glass, pure rim, same thing. Anyway, big stop right there, because obviously with takeover, it's tough to get those stops. Honestly, the guard shouldn't have pulled in general, but anyway, you're gonna see I hit the fake pass, run down myself, kind of like screen slip by yourself. But anyway, you're gonna see this last bucket was complete BS. I want to get that out of the way. I didn't even mean to take the shot, but listen, that's that slasher bailout, bro. I love to see it. I love to see it so much. But anyway, you're gonna see we run this pick and roll. Cook kind of goes for the drive, and then I trail in behind him on accident, even. Like, I wasn't even trying to do that. And then, as you can see by the very early, I wasn't even trying to shoot it regardless. But anyway, AWOL worked out. I went 6 for 6. Cook 4 for 7. We were out here streaking on this court too, bro. Like, let me see if I can find the screenshot. So actually, I guess I don't show my VC total with this, but anyway, I was able to win 2 games on the 10K court, not lose any. And then, as you can see, we got a 7 streak on the 5K right here. We had to step off earlier, and we went on a 4 the time before it. Then we went on another 4. So listen, all that happened last night, I won 2 games on the 10K, 20K VC. I won 7 in a row, 4 in a row, 4 in a row. So that's like so much as well. And then obviously, so here's the other thing too. I lost on the 1K court once to 2 post scores, like I was talking about. So anyway, long story short, I won a lot of VC last night. I benefited and profited like literally 110K. That's a beautiful outcome, bro. Crazy. But anyway, like I said, that's all for the vid. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, all good stuff. Turn on them noties as well. If you made it to the end of the video, put IQ in the comments. We'll show some props to Unguardable. Again, I don't know who the dude is, but he was playing very well, and let's like show some props to my IQ as well. But hey, anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties. Let's get this to like 500 likes. That'd be awesome. And like I said, put IQ in the comments if you made it to the end of the vid. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.